obviously, I'm back with part 2 of my big project. And, well, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, it's about a bone meal farm, which is completely necessary for this to work and be fully automatic. Well, as soon as I turn around here, you're gonna see exactly what my project is. You may not know what it is, but you're gonna see it's a pretty big work of art. And boom. Ignore everything over here past like this line. This isn't it the entire build. As you can see, a lot of redstone, a lot of blocks, a lot of time and effort went into making this. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, well, there's the bone meal farm, and as you can see, they were all made over here. Now, basically what I did was take out the bottom chest that stores the bone meal and put hoppers under them that run into this center area of hoppers. That runs into the main machine. Well, it goes right into this chest, which goes into this hopper, which finally goes into this dispenser. Well, that is the... So if you still don't know what I'm talking about, hopefully you get it from these failed attempts, which is Mark 1, complete failure. Mark 2, again, complete failure. Mark 3, which was closer than any of the others, but again, a complete failure. But honestly, I could have made this one work. And if you want to learn how I did it, and I could make it a very big farm very easily, which I'll honestly make another video explaining. I'll make another version of this one exactly, just fix it, and I'll explain the differences between this one and the monstrosity of a work over here. Now, this is exactly what this one is, but there is one major difference. Anytime, well, it's a tree farm, obviously, but anytime a tree grows, it has a chance to become the big, giant, monstrous tree. Unless you have a block right here, which blocks it from being able to grow above that. Which, as you can see, is right here. I've tested it, it works. Now, I'll get into this part much later in the video. Let's start with the main contraption here. Now, everything you need for the main contraption, minus all of these hoppers and over there, and minus everything over here, is in this chest. Now, let me explain something about what's in here. The obsidian and the terracotta are the only two things that you could be confused on. You could have either obsidian or terracotta because they are both immovable by piston. Well, connected to piston. Like, you'll understand it better if I just show you. So, when pushed by a slime would connect all of these, but obsidian can't be moved like that, and neither can terracotta. Personally, I like using obsidian, but you can use either one you want. It is technically easier to obtain terracotta, but obsidian is fairly easy to get too. So, obviously we're going to build it. It's going to be a longer video because of it. So, this is everything you need. 1 dropper, 1 dispenser, 4 observers, 27 hoppers, 30 immovable blocks, 51 redstone, 13 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone comparators, 28 sticky pistons, a lever, 2 blocks of redstone, 32 honey blocks, 30 slime blocks. You could switch how many of either one. It could be 32 slime blocks or 30 honey blocks. It doesn't matter. 42 movable blocks. I chose stripped oak wood, 2 chests, 6 pieces of glass, and a little over a stack of any block you would like to use. And obviously, you need oak saplings to make this farm work. So we're just going to start off with the beginning. I like to build the first part like this. So I like starting with the dropper because you are going to be standing on the dropper for this. You will be standing on top of the dropper. Now you don't need that. Next, you need the dispenser to go there. Now you're already done with dispenser and dropper. So I'm going to go ahead and grab out these. And I need these already too. So first things first is observer. Now, hold on, it's been a minute. Okay, so yeah. So you need a observer pointing into the dispenser here, then dig down basically 2 blocks, and it will constantly make a signal. Now, the reason you need this is very simple. Well, in my eyes, it's pretty simple. By the way, you also do need 1 block of dirt. Not for this, though. Also, you do need a dispenser there. 1 block here to put there. Now, something I do now, something very easy to do, just to stop the clicking. Just put 2 redstone there, lever there, and whenever it's off, it does nothing. But whenever you flick the lever, 1, it activates that, 2, it activates that. It's very annoying, so unless you're AFKing there, you probably do not want to be using it. Next, you can go ahead and use a hopper. Grab the 2 chests from here. Make it a double chest. Now you are done with chests. You are also done with levers. Now, you do not currently need anything else from this. So, you could do this. So, next, you need hoppers. And you can go ahead and place your dirt block there, which would make you done with it. Dispenser, yeah, not dispensers. Observers, you're almost done with. But basically, from this block, make a 5x5 hopper. So this needs to be the center block, so go out 2 this way, and then 2 this way, and then go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fill it in. Now, if you don't know why you should do this, well, it's very simple. You need it to make the farm work. By the way, also put a hopper right here. Now go ahead and put 3 blocks of any choice right there. And you are now done with your hoppers. So, next what you want to do is you can, personally I do it this way. go ahead and build up 5 sticky pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Yeah, and 4 of them should be like that. One of them should be touching the dispenser. Now go ahead and put blocks on the face of all the other ones. And boom. Next, what you could do is put a block here, every other one. Put a redstone going from each one. And, well, now you can grab your glass and put one here and here, but then put a third one here. Put one here, here. Nope, wrong way. Here, here, and here. It does matter which way it goes. One there, there, and there. Now, why you want to do this is because redstone can travel through transparent blocks, and glass is a transparent block. Next, what you want to do is put a observer there. You can put a block here, here, and here to make sure that whenever the trees grow, they do not mess with any of the redstone. Now that is a lot of the entire contraption, and it's also where things start getting harder to make. Now, I believe, yeah, you don't need that block, so basically make a small outline. With any block that you want. Now, here comes the part where obsidian is, well, immovable blocks are necessary. You put them down in 5. By the way, you're done with observers. Once you place that one, you do not need any more. And then grab another type of block of any type, and go up 4 blocks. It is why you need 32, because, no, 42, sorry, 42. Because that makes 20. And yes, if you're thinking, well, if it's only 20, that you should only need 40, well, you'd be technically correct, but also wrong. You should also put one exactly on this block and only this block extra, because, well, it will also help break the leaves, because this is part of the leaf breaking contraption. I made this kind of close, so I probably will not be able to show you this side, but everything for this machine everything for the machinery back here can be, or are the exact same. Next, put another row of immovable blocks on top of that. And then finally, put your block of choice on top of that. Now you are almost done with most of it. Next, grab out your slime and honey. Now, depending on how you do this, you put slime here, and then slime here. And then you copy it directly onto this side. Now, this is where it becomes important that if you want 30 or 32 honey blocks or 30 or 32 slime blocks, because of this block, because you have to have the honey and the slime alternate. That is very important. Now, we are not done yet. Next, what you need to do is come out one block here and one block there. And then do the same on this side. Just because I don't want to mess with this with the original machine, I will not be exactly showing you on this side, but just remember it is the exact for both sides. Now what you can do is place, yes, okay, I think, yeah. So place a row of your immovable blocks. I can actually place this on both sides like so. Now, I'm sorry, I did not grab the correct amount. You need to have 14 observers pointing downwards. So I believe, yeah. So the redstone signal needs to be going down on both sides. All right. Next, grab your sticky pistons. Well, actually, no. Grab your normal blocks and make a row here on both sides. Now this is where I'm actually going to stop building on this side because redstone would mess with this redstone. But go ahead, place your sticky pistons facing this way. And what I recommend doing is breaking those because you need that. And then replacing it. But you don't have to, it just takes a lot of time and effort, which makes you done with slime blocks and honey blocks and your immovable block. You're also done from your glass if you did that earlier. Next, you can go ahead and place all your redstone here. And you normally would place it here too, but I do not want to mess with this redstone again. And then go ahead and grab your repeaters. Now make sure they are facing away from the blocks here and set them to their third tick. So click each one twice. Now, as you're placing them, they should move, and most of them will probably do this, but later they will fix themselves. Now, we're not quite done with redstone repeaters. I believe we are not quite, we have 2 more sticky pistons, and then we are done. Now, next what you do is come out 2 blocks and place a redstone repeater on the final tick, and then a redstone. And then go out 1 more block and make a 2 by 3. And you can go ahead and grab the remaining blocks that are necessary. So go ahead and put down 2 redstone here and here. Put down 2 redstone comparators, both on subtract mode. And then on this side, go out 4 more blocks. 3, 4. And then put down a redstone repeater on the 4th tick. And then 3 there. And then go out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 actually, sorry. And make sure it's aligned with the immovable block there. Now same thing, put a redstone repeater there on the final tick. And then you need to build 3 there. Put a block there, well, put that sticky piston there, and then put your 3 redstone. And then do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3. There's the redstone. Now that is that is all of the redstone configuration for this entire build. It will not work on this side due to the fact that I could not build on this. Now, I'm gonna, just for the sake of demonstration, I'm gonna show you using my original build here, and not this one, but this one does work. Now, what should happen is, you first off flick this lever. You should hear the clicking. This would normally have bone meal in it. You place a tree here. Oh look, I'm pretending these I'm gonna pretend that these stripped oak logs are the tree grown. And then once it gets here, and then those get pushed, and then they get pulled back. And I'm in creative mode, so obviously I'm in creative mode. Also, just remember, all hoppers do have to lead to this one, because it has to make it to the dropper. That is also something to remember. You are now done with redstone repeaters. That, and that. Actually, I believe we are almost done. What you need is put a block here, diagonal. Now this blocks any trees from becoming that monstrous one over there, which actually broke that one, which is why mine is right here. The truly original one is right here. I accidentally broke it because, obviously, the big monstrous tree. Now, this one is not fully operational, so because of this. So instead, I'm just going to show you what happens normally. So, well, I'm going to show you what happens with a tree. We are done with the entire build. We do not need anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a tree and grab a little bit of the bone meal. Sorry about that. And this is what happens. So you're supposed to stand here, place it. Now this would normally have bone meal, but we're just going to manually place the bone meal. And see, this part breaks all the leaves, but this part does not, because this part does not move. Now, that is basically the entire build. I'm just going to show you really quick what the normal version looks like. So blah, blah, blah. It grows. Boom, bada bing. Now, you may be wondering, well, what about this block? It doesn't do anything. Well, it doesn't know if there's the leaf block here, how will it detect anything? Well, it doesn't actually matter. It still detects it as a new tree. So it will actually always work. So the only thing you have to worry about is a few leaf blocks here. And in every test that I've ran, you'll have a few leaves out here, which you shouldn't worry about. After you go through a few trees, they will just naturally break down. Same with this side. So you can manually break it, you don't have to. So that is the entire build so far. And what I mean by so far is, well, you also may be thinking, well, what I hope you're thinking is, with the pistons can only push up to 10 blocks in 1.16, which is why all of this crap is over here. So once it makes its way over here, once there's enough logs, it will hit here, this observer, which will then get pushed and pushed and pushed until it gets over here. Then it gets all the way over here, then all of them get pushed, and then it gets over here, then they all get pushed. And according to my calculations, you should be getting over 256 blocks of wood every time you go AFK if you can get it to full. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what you're supposed to do. Now, this is for this first little bit, which normally would just add on 10 blocks of wood to your storage, because there's no way you can actually break them down because they are solid blocks. Now, first thing I like to do is, well, I'm just going to build it over here. Now, I'm going to build it in the air. Boom. So, say from this side, so you need the pistons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, well, this one's a little bit different because it's only 1. And actually no. So you do it like this, and all of the redstone goes in like this. But the thing about this redstone observer is you need to go out 3 blocks this way, and also go this way, because the thing about these types of pistons is whenever you place a block there, observers automatically see the pistons and will always move. So the only way to stop is to stop the redstone, place it back, or do what I do and take a redstone repeater. Actually, you need to build that, and keep it on 0 tick, and then break another redstone repeater and go directly there and put it on 4. Now, what happens is so the pistons go, but when they see the block, when the observer sees these move, this repeater will be currently blocking. So if you don't know, a repeater going into another repeater blocks this repeater from moving out. So it works by that. So another block has to go out, and that is the first one, which is the exact same as the second one, with one slight difference. The only difference with the second one is it is turned to the side, where it's the normal, but instead of going just straight this way, I chose to go this way. And instead of just having the 2 blocks, I have 3, which goes up in a 5 pattern like this, as you can see, which I can go ahead and put all of these blocks back. And it is, and here are all the blocks that you'll need. And then for this big 4x5 one here and here, they're the same thing, like exactly the same thing. And if you may be thinking, well, can you expand it? No, because when you expand it, because that's what I originally tried, the piston that goes here does not move because of how far the redstone can travel. And if you put a repeater anywhere else other than here, the redstone will always be on and therefore not work. So instead, what you should do is just make it a 4x5 and make it as far as you can. Now, I'm not going to show you how to build it because, well, yeah, it's already been a 30-minute video. So, it is the exact same thing as this one, except on this one, the glass is to the side, and this one, the glass is to the back. And everything is right next to each other, so they will connect up like this, but that doesn't matter. So, whenever there is a block, everything moves. It doesn't matter where the block is. It should place no matter what, and everything moved. But things only move when they get to this one, so you should have a lot more, which gets you more wood in the storage. Now you can continue a loop on like this forever, so you can technically make a storage that lasts for infinity. So that's the build. I hope y'all liked it. Please say you did. Well, actually, yeah. Also, another thing is, you don't need to have all of these hooked up, but if you do, makes it easier. It takes up a lot more iron. So if you have all 4 of them running at the same time, they produce a lot of bone meal at a pretty constant rate. See, it's about every 2 to 4 seconds. And they run all the way directly into this chest. And in just about 10 minutes, I got already a full dispenser and an extra. So, honestly, I think it works pretty well. All you need is a few saplings to start off with. Press this lever, and then just constantly press. And then just constantly press this. And it's best to have an auto clicker, and then you can truly go AFK, and every time it pushes, it'll automatically put down a sapling. And then because of this part right here that pushes, destroys the leaves, and every few ones you'll get more saplings. I started off with 30, and I still have 30 after placing 2. Now it is random and how many bone meal it takes, so that's also why you need to have an automatic bone meal source, like I do. And I'm gonna go ahead and so you can make this go for a while. As I said, it'll get here, get pushed to here, and then get pushed to here. And I stopped right here, so it'll go out 10 blocks this way, which by the time you finish, it'll make about over 256 storage. So that's it. So hope you liked today's video, and I will soon have a video about this tree farm that will probably work about the same. It might use less resources, but it'll probably be slower. And then, well, I'll compare both of them and explain to you which one you should use depending on what kind of Minecraft player you are. So, hope you liked today's video. And it is a very expensive video, I know. Just remember, each one of these... There's that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, and the main contraption itself is there. If you do not remember exactly how many blocks it takes for each one of these, this chest is for one of these, so for each one you do, you need exactly this amount of resources. This also, if you would like to know, this works perfectly as a kelp farm in general, and you don't need the compost bins. So if you take out the compost bins and then just constantly hook up more and more chests, it'll be pretty easy to make a lot of kelp for storage. So, yeah, and then with what I have, with just 4, works perfectly fine. You can add more, you can just deal with 1, but 1 is kind of slow for how fast you'll be using bone meal. So with this, you'll need 19 more hoppers with all this. So it'll probably be good to have a automatic iron farm, which if you also want to make, I will probably make that soon, just to help you with all this resources. Now there's no automatic redstone thing, so you'll just have to mine the redstone. But none of my stuff really takes that much redstone, and redstone drops in abundant amount. So if you're making this in survival, I don't know. Hope you liked today's video, and I will see you again soon.